Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, the other people. I keep hearing alerts.
Rav joining.
Ezra. Ezra Brigadier.
If you hear any weird noises, Rav is in the process of trying to find a headset that will work in some respect. He is an idiot and tripped on his and broke it.
Oh no. I hate that.
He got one of those ones with like this sadistically long cable, and he hung it on his tower on his desk, and I guess he wasn't paying attention.
See, I
ear
can't
off.
say anything because that's what I've been accused of too, so... Which is why I have a command hook on the wall now. But I don't use the headset anymore because it broke.
Yeah, I've got to go on Amazon and buy a new headset.
Oh,
wow. I should get one of those mics that hangs from the ceiling that they use at boxing matches.
I'm just thinking a boom mic, but okay, that would work too.
He'd probably whack his head on it repeatedly.
And?
It would be funny.
I got,
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
See?
So far. We're supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what kind of delay are we looking at?
I think Tivani's just gonna be a minute to... She's taking care of something.
Yeah, we can't start without our angry lizard.
Yes. My pixel person on Twitter did, if you look in the Discord under that pixel art thingy, that's my icon on Twitch for when we play D&D.
That is adorable.
It's the old 80s D&D cartoon DM.
That is so flippin' cute.
Can you believe that the person that does that was only was asking just $1 for commissions?
Oh my god, that's ridiculously cheap. Need to value their art more.
I told that to Rebecca and she was like, that's freaking crazy.
I mean, that's really well done. They need to charge more than $1.
I obviously did not pay $1, but yeah, it was, like I said, I told him, because other people had said the same thing, but I was like, you're really undervaluing, if not your work, your time, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, that had to have taken, at least, and bare minimum at least a few hours.
Well, from the first time I messaged him, it was about 2 weeks, I think, before they got a hold of me, but of course they were apologizing about taking so long and everything, but when they finally started messaging, yeah, it was a little over like a day before I got it from proofs to end, so...
That's worth way more than $1, like, seriously. I'd probably happily pay at least $30 to $50 for something like that.
Well, they do a lot of, most of the stuff they do is like, Pokemon, based, either like custom sprites or something like that, so...
I get if it's small and stuff like that, but still... It's worth more than $1.
Yes. Okay.
I think people are almost afraid to charge decent prices for their art because you get those stupid fucking Karens that are so entitled and want shit for free that they think they're never going to be able to sell anything if they actually put a decent value on their artwork.
Well, it's not necessarily that, I don't think, but when you... me and Rebecca have definitely kind of come to the conclusion where it's just they don't... It's not necessarily, I think, an issue they don't want to pay that much. They just don't realize that took that long to make, and you had to spend... So if you actually try and pay, price it out as like, if I wanted to do this as a livable wage or even close to that, they're like, oh, that's when they get indignant about it.
I mean, I know that if I sold any of the paintings that I work on, I would charge a decent amount just for the amount of time it takes.
Oh yeah,
me to do one.
exactly. They want you to do the work for materials, and that's it, instead of your time, basically.
Exactly. And for one of the paintings, like the one I'm working on upstairs, which what is the size of the one I'm working on upstairs, Brett?
Probably about 2 by 1.5.
Yeah, it's a decent sized thing. I mean, I've been working on it for almost 2 weeks. I'm not even halfway done.
I used to charge 20 to 30.
That was just for your rough sketches, wasn't it? With like some basic inking.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
sketching.
Then again, he also had a dupe in school that was really obsessed with Kim Possible, and he'd draw in Kim Possible porn for a $20 bill. Was really obsessed with Kim Possible.
Yeah, slap tits on anything and sell.
Porn for a $20 bill.
Yeah, slap tits on anything.
I don't doubt you're wrong there.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Then again, that dude, you could have put tits on a toaster and he'd have bought it.
Hey, don't kink shame. Come on now.
Robbie had issues. The dude was fucking happily like showing off all his different Dakamuras, so proud of these stupid fucking pillows.
Come on. Okay. Just gonna double check here. Yeah, I think she was doing a art stream on her channel. I think she might be finishing it up, so...
It's okay. I'm off screwing off on World of Warships.
Is that a slip, or is that really a thing?
Oh, it's like a video game on my...
Okay, I didn't know if you actually meant Warcraft. That's what my,
Oh no, they just named their game World of Warships.
name recognition. Garbage. Do you... Like I'd said, I knew it took me way too long to get it mentioned, but I don't know if you added that experience to your characters or not.
I just did as soon as I saw it when I logged in here. So.
I said sorry it took so long to freaking get it.
It's no biggie.
Okay.
Hi.
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 Hey.
I had to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so then you were finishing your stream.
More or less. Oh, huh.
Ha 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 ha.
Ooh.
Goofy.
I'm sorry, that was not called for.
It's funny.
Okay.
Very, very cheesy.
Shinsky Wutsky. Alright.
So,
We will be sans a healer tonight. Rebecca is not going to be playing.
Oh no, is she not feeling well again?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it not feeling well.
What? Okay. Sounds awfully suspicious now.
It does. Let's see here. Hang on a minute. I'm doing something related to pornographies.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
You know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been there. Don't act like you haven't.
Yes, we all have to draw our, like, attention to detail dicks.
What?
I didn't know the word I wanted.
I don't know.
Anatomically correct dicks.
Attention to detail. Oh.
I think I
God.
like the attention to detail pics. I think that's funnier.
Painstaking detail.
Okay, yes.
Painstakingly detailed dicks. There we go. I think that's what I...
Yeah, that makes it better.
Rav will be with us soon. He's finishing
Okay.
blowing stuff up.
You said blowing.
He's playing a game where he's shooting things on a ship. He's not blowing something.
That doesn't help your explanation anymore.
It just was an unfortunate time to say that.
Yes, it was.
So funny.
Yeah, she's not feeling well. She's got the tapioca brain. Okay. Well, for what it's worth, does anybody want to take the helm here for the decision-making processes?
Well, last we left off, Iruzuka was trashing the tea party.
Yes,
Out of anger.
Flipping tables and...
Not sure you really want her leading, to be honest. Not in this place.
I mean, Casser, you haven't... Well, it's been a little while since you've done it.
Sure, I like making decisions.
Or, I mean... Rave. When did Ravista do it last?
He hasn't.
He hasn't at all? That doesn't sound familiar.
Nope, I haven't led.
Well, for that matter, do you want to? And then follow-up question, do you guys want him to?
Probably not.
He might be responsible for killing us all.
Well, I mean, you guys can
I'll give him a chance.
You can definitely veto stuff here. Let's see here. I need to get rid of map. So, like you had said, a whole lot of umming and humming, I'm sorry. There, come on. Urzuka was, or is currently, making very little, or leaving very little trace of the tea party that you were a part of.
Yep.
Come on, why is that? Oh, that's why. Silly me. Tricks are for kids. There we go. Currently, you have the... Let me get... No, I might want to... Allow everybody to see everything. There we go. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to show up on the screen. Dear God. Okay.
Okay.
I'm being me. Okay, the pinned message. Yeah. The actual pinned dealie there on the map. In Discord. You are still currently there at E and F.
E and F.
Yes. That is the lawn. Come on. Throwing stuff all over the place here.
I see it.
Very disgusting people. I am. Let me navigate to the proper page here. And to it's a very large lawn with quite a bit of intricate your stereotypical English like palace would have to it, of course. So it's very well manicured. There's random wildlife walking through the yard that you would have, a couple of goats, that sort of thing, hedges that lead up to a very large mansion. But from what you can see from this distance away, it has no... What happened? I'm sorry. Eat the rich. Yes.
Yep.
As well they might. Or as well you might, rather. But like I said, it's a fairly rather large house, but it does not seem to have... While it does have stairways and whatnot that would seem to indicate entryways, there does not seem to be any sort of windows or doorways to be seen. Other than that, there is the regular path continues on. As is kind of indicated by the map there. Otherwise, your most recent possible investigation area, I suppose, would be that house. If you want to call it a house. Large house. Big house. Big, large house.
The mansion.
Yes, that's... couldn't think of what to call it, of all things. Go figure.
Small castle?
A small castle.
Castles don't have to be big.
A wooden palisade.
I wanna go ride their dumbwaiter.
He doesn't like that.
That is a goal.
What's that now?
That is a goal.
Oh.
So Gulp walks up to the mansion, and if he can get close enough, if there's no imposing gate in the way or anything.
Oh no,
and
there's no. I mean, like I said, this is stereotypical. If you've seen them before, like the big British, on acres and acres and acres, just walking forever to get up to it. So you got plenty of distance to get up there, and you can like I said, reach the like courtyard area where the it's a big. There's like a double stair that leads up to a flat. Looks to be plaster. Are you rolling perception to eat the rich? You want to figure out I want to know what the best parts are.
I gotta calculate my calories for the day. It's very it's something I'm trying to do here.
Wouldn't that be an intelligence check?
Well, I mean, I guess perception's not intelligence, is it? But if anybody, I don't know if anyone else is following you, but from there you can see that it is a very large structure made out of. It has a thatched roof, and the rest of the construction, like I said, looks to be a like brown plaster, brown colored plaster. Yes.
Thatched roof, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Is there a bell, or do I just knock on this thing?
There does not appear to be any sort of way. I mean, if you wanted to knock, you'd just be knocking on the wall.
I mean, hey.
If you do you want to look for another way in from like walking around the building, or do you just want to go up to the stairway? Give me
I'll try walking around the place. I'll get some steps
in the
there.
joint. Give me just a second here. My phone is dying. I need to put it on the charger of some sort.
Oh no.
I apologize yet again.
That sounded like a cricket. For like a split second.
We hear crickets at my house all the time. But that's because I keep them to feed to my lizards.
Ooh, lizards.
I have 2 crested geckos, 2 leopard geckos, a bearded dragon, and a tokay gecko.
I don't remember if you told me specifically what lizards you had. I am now remembering you told me you had lizards.
Yeah, I just inherited 2 very large fish, too. One's a albino tiger Oscar, and the other's a clown knife fish.
Huh. I don't recall hearing about albino fish before.
Yeah, these guys are new to my brood. I'll see if I can post a picture in Discord here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I apologize it took so damn long. What did I miss? What, anybody say anything other than walking around the building?
No, it was pet talk.
Yeah, we were talking about my animals.
Oh.
Those are my new friends. There you go.
Aminals.
Ooh. They look nice.
Oh, the fishies.
They do look big.
Yeah, the front one is the albino tiger Oscar. His name is Sushi. And then the one in the back is the clown knife fish, and his name is Miso.
Because why not? Sushi so.
Well, I inherited them from a guy that raised them from babies, but was done with carnivorous fish and threatened to kill them, so I saved them.
I guess that's a bonus. Okay.
It's honestly how I end up with most of my animals. People threaten to kill them, so I take them.
Alright, would anyone else like to follow,
Yeah, I'll follow with him.
Golf?
I'll vaguely follow along, but I'll be more interested in what else is around.
Okay.
And I will run a perception check if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and make your perceptions.
Alright,
Nibbles, release the hounds.
Don't you dare! I'll eat them. Don't even try me.
I don't put it past her. She will try to eat them.
It's amazing that you say that.
What makes you say that?
Jesus, Ravesta notices his foot.
Ooh, hands.
Pants. Don't you hate pants? Let's see here.
Who was it that started off naked? Golf or Casser?
Golf had nothing but I don't even think he had a crotch cloth because you guys had to make it for him.
Yeah. That was funny.
Okay.
I wasn't there for that, but that sounds insanely in character for golf.
He knows his audience, what can we say?
My breezy summer look.
It's what you need to do. It keeps everything in its place. Okay.
Or not.
Or not. Alright. I'm gonna roll for Urzuka here. He's gonna try. Okay, yes, he definitely has no problem with that. He is going up to the top to investigate the roof. This...
Come on, Iggy?
Yes.
Ah.
I said Urzuka, didn't I?
Oxidized copper.
Is that a spell?
No, it's what golf just typed.
Oh. Let's see here. 10, 20. This, from one end to the other, the front of this mansion is about 200 foot across, and it's about 100 feet from front to back. Let's see here. Yeah, the who can do the math real quick? What's a quarter of a quarter of a mile? What is that?
0.25 miles.
What, you mean in feet?
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, yeah, it was about a quarter of a mile. That's how large the lawn was from the tea party to the mansion.
It's 1,320 feet.
So yeah, it was quite a hike to get up there. But as you walk around the building, there is you do see a storm door. Up against the building, and there is a fairly large dog asleep on the doors.
What kind of dog?
Looks... we're talking bigger than a horse. Not quite like... let's go with a rhinoceros.
but is it a rhino-sized Chihuahua or is it like a mutt? Or-
we're talking like Mastiff here.
Okay.
Big, hairy, like Scottish kind of dog. Definitely a herding dog of some sort. Okay, yeah, so there you go. But it seems to be asleep on the storm doors.
And we have to get past it to... Might as well dipping into that meat stash again. Oh boy. But she'll probably slightly misunderstand you and just be like, "You want meat?"
Well,
Rotten meat, rotten meat, rotten meat.
give me a number out of 100. Casser.
Sorry, what now?
Give me a number 1 through 100.
72.
Okay. You have not managed to, or you apparently are not making enough noise at the time as you're coming around the building to have awoken the large animal. So it is still asleep on the doors. There doesn't seem to be anything, I mean, other than the gigantic dog. There's not like like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, like bones just laying all about the place. It's still a very well kept yard and all that, so you don't notice like a collar or anything on the dog or anything like that either, so.
But it's larger than a horse.
Yes, this is, like I said, about the size of a rhinoceros.
Oh, jeez.
So it's very
Pretty big.
yes. At least as tall at the shoulder as you are, I would say.
Oh my god, that's big. And I'm big.
72.
I'm 6'5".
No, I was just trying to figure out if it had heard you guys or not. So yeah, you at that height are like eye level with it. Or would be considered eye level with it.
That's intimidating.
Who's our animal handler?
Nobody was a druid. Nobody was a
I
ranger.
have handled
Nope.
animal, but it's not great either.
I'm
Like,
guessing.
I have the skill.
I'm guessing the witch probably has it handle animal, but that is not an option at the moment.
I want to know, actually. Does she?
Don't follow the deadlights. No. Thank God. Because it's
Wait, so none of us do?
it's a charisma based skill too.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that would be your Iggy, so let's see here.
Oh, Iggy does?
Well, I mean, he's your charisma bot as the bard.
Yeah. Golf's isn't
Well,
bad
I was
either.
gonna say maybe not golf. Yeah, I don't know what your charisma would be, but
He's a rogue / bard. Don't discount him.
Well, handle animal is not one of my skills, but I can take a crack at it. Holding some meat, I don't know if that would help or just help me lose fingers.
I have a charisma of 13, but I don't have handle animal.
Well, what you've got like a little haunch of meat from from one of the menagerie of animals that Urzuka's been butchering. For all I know, she might have ripped the March Hare apart, and you've got his leg or something.
Wouldn't put it past him.
But yeah, you just what do you plan to do with it?
Alright, so I could take whatever meat Urzuka's willing to part with.
I got a
Walk-
ton of this. This is the most recent that I've harvested.
35 pounds of owlbear meat.
Yeah.
As soon as you remove it and are holding it, you see the muzzle on the dog sniffing at the air, and it like groggily opens its eyes and does the old head shake bit.
Alright.
It does
So-
glance over and sees you, and it does, the dog yawn stretch.
Alright, so as soon as it's definitely paying attention to me, Gulp walks slowly towards it with the meat.
There's a very loud thump, 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 as its tail is just bashing against either of the doors, and it stands up to its full height, and it's panting, and it shakes. It does the old flea shake again.
And then,
It does kind of lumber towards you fairly quickly for, well, I mean, it is a large animal, so...
alright. Gulp spins around like those Olympics discus throwers, and then heaves the meat off away from the group as far as he possibly can. I don't think that's handle animal anymore. I think that's just going to be strength.
I'll do I'm sticking with handle animal here, that's fine.
Is that to encourage the dog
Alright.
to eat?
That's the
12.
difference between it wants to chase the meat and you asshole.
Oh,
Okay, it's definitely got that look in its eye as you throw it, and it bolts after it, and you can feel the ground just kind of tremoring as it thunders right past you all and heads towards the hunch of meat, and it skids and yanks it up, and it does dog things with it, so it's shaking and got it under its paw and nibbling and gnawing on it. It does not seem to be paying you any lick of attention.
Alright. Let's everybody into the cellar here before dogging finishes there.
Okay, then.
Yeah, there's the doors are not they're latched, but there's no like locking mechanism to it. It looks like there are, possibly disgusting to some of you, there are 3 like the size of a softball, very engorged like deer ticks laying on the doors.
what?
Gross.
You.
They're laying on the doors?
Yeah. Like, yeah, you know what a deer tick is, right?
I assume I would.
They're parasites. That's all you. And they usually latch on to animals, or normally deer. But when they feed, they swell up with blood. So these things are just gigantic. They're, like I said, they're about the size of a softball. They've been. You would assume that they were on the dog, and they have engorged themselves on the animal. Meaning that there's probably more of them on the dog, but
Not our concern right now.
yes, that's none of your concern. But yeah, they can just be, knocked off or jabbed with a dagger or whatever, and they would be, pop.
Or a spear?
Yes, anything. If you were really wanting to, it's like exploding a water balloon full of blood.
Oh, yay!
Yes,
So much fun.
isn't it though?
Fun for the whole family.
Oops. But after that little bit of delightful joy. Ooh, excuse me. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Gravity. Where's there's what I'm looking for. You open up the door, and there are stairs that, like I said, descend into a earth cellar. As you feel cold air rush up from below.
Well, I'm assuming we go in.
Yeah, probably. It's a very confusing place we're in. Irazuka's just following along at this point. So it's more than she bargained for.
Okay. You go down. More. I'm getting you out of here. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay.
We're starting to stay listed on the dog.
Oh, thank God.
What about that first one though? The Crenshaw.
That's not a real dog.
What? It
Those-
counts.
No, it doesn't.
Just because it doesn't have a face doesn't mean it's not a dog.
It has a face. It's just evil.
This one wasn't evil. This puppy got to go have a book.
Maybe nobody raised it to be good.
The
Nobody
animal,
gave it a chance.
the animal lovers only care about animals with faces.
That's true.
Well, I care about the animals without faces too.
That's because you're
But you
weird.
don't run the website about the dogs.
Ah.
You don't run the website about the dogs. Okay. If you want, the stairs are going to be right in, well, yeah, right where golf is.
Where golf is.
Yeah.
I guess Irazuka is kind of near him because she gave him the meat. Oh, what the?
The opening there on the left hand side there is the outside, and it goes down. There's a small landing, and then it goes to the north. I'm sorry. There is a... Come on.
Time to start a new dog rating site specifically for dogs without faces. Exactly.
Didn't kill the dog with a face. Or without a face. Okay. So at the bottom of the stairs, there is, these go down. It's a 5 foot, well, it wouldn't be 5 feet drop each. Oh, yeah, it is. It's 5 feet every one of those squares going down, so you're going down, it's about 20 feet altogether until you get down to here, the landing, quote-unquote landing, because it is a root cellar. who's in the actual lead here?
I'm guessing golf.
Yeah, I'm assuming golf.
I think I'm behind him.
Why is the sorcerer in the lead? I guess
No
I should
idea.
ask this question too. Healing, and before you go in here, are you wanting to try to rest?
Before we go in the cellar?
Yes. Or do you
Oh,
want to try to rest in the cellar, or what?
Well, are we afraid of the dog?
I don't know, are you? It didn't seem like you were.
I guess not. It also depends if we want to rest up there.
As long as we close the door behind us, I don't think we are.
Well, like I said, directly to the north of where the stairs end, there is a doorway. This main area here, from what you can see, it looks like there's a bunch of shelving around that has a bunch of stored, dried, preserved foods.
Preserves?
Yes, like actual jarred and or dried foods. There's like jerkies, that sort of thing. Like I said, well, not canned, jarred, vegetables, all that sort of fruits. And then the wall into this room, there's the door there that has a it's a grated door, kind of like a cell, a prison cell door, and then the wall at the top has slats in it. Anybody that I'm gonna say Casser and Ravista, you kind of there is the unmistakable smell of alcohol coming from, it seems like, in that room. More specifically, like I guess in Casser's more neck of the woods, more than likely wine.
Well, this does seem like a nice place to rest if anyone's tired. If anyone wants-
Probably be a good idea to get everybody healed up, considering Urzuka and Kasser, and I can't see everybody else's health, but people are missing health.
Yeah, I'm still
Only
hurting from
missing a
last
tiny
time.
bit, but the rest of you aren't so good.
Okay. Well, we could. I mean, you could all pile in there where the food is, or into the other room there. But you would have to have Iggy, Jimmy the lock on that door open. Like I said, if it doesn't matter at all to you, sleeping out in the complete open, that's up to you.
I want to sleep in the food room. I'm also gonna throw out all my old meat.
All your old meat for preserved
Yeah,
meat.
yeah. My goblin meat and my Crenshaw meat. Gone forever.
Be gone, goblin meat.
Goodbye, goblin meat. Goodbye, Crenshaw meat.
Okay.
Owlbear meat can stay a little bit. How much preserved food do I have? I assume I pick up a lot of jerky.
Like, how much do you have with you, or how much is in?
How much do I pick up?
I mean, there's literally enough for, like, however much you could carry on you if you really want. Oop. So, I mean, like, days worth.
I want to pick up 10 days worth.
Preserved mice.
What can I do to figure out this enchanted great sword? Who do I ask? Rain? She knows some magic, right?
Um,
I can't ask Helga right now.
Let me see here.
What'd you say?
Would Knowledge Arcana tell her anything about it? I've also got Use Magic Device.
Knowledge Arcana might give you a little information about it, but not, Use Magic Device would be like you trying to make something that's magical do something it's not supposed to do.
What about Spellcraft?
That's to find out what spell has been cast like recently or being cast at you.
Shoot. Oh, okay.
With the 32,
Oh. That's a really high roll.
there, you don't know what like its effect is, but there's like a necromantic enchantment tied into the sword. Yeah, that's about all you can really get. I don't know if it's necessarily helpful to you, but the sword itself is it's a great sword, but picture
Like Frostmourne.
no, the sword itself is actually it's more of a flamberge than a actual great sword. So the first like foot and a half of it is a straight. Would be what you would normally like use the great sword for, like to hold it with two hands if you're using it like that. But the rest of the blade is snaked, is curved, or not curved, but yes, snaked. I'm sure you know what a flamberge looks like. So
Yes, I do. Well, I tell Urzuka that it has a necromantic spell on it, but I don't know exactly what necromantic spell.
the metal,
Considering I don't study necromancy.
the metal itself is like a tarnished copper color. So it's that like patinaed green. Almost like, it's like a jade green, I guess.
With having a necromancy spell, I'm totally getting a Frostmourne vibe off of this thing.
A crow. What?
Frostmourne.
Oh,
It's a sword in World of Warcraft. It sucks souls into it.
Oh my gosh. I can't do anything with souls.
I doubt that's what this one does. All I know is it has a necromancy spell on it. I just don't know what the spell is.
I hope it doesn't take souls.
Like the hilt's got kind of a goat horn cross guard on it, so they kind of curve out and point up towards the front. It's a very wide guard. It's another thing I am meaning to draw too, but either way, who has healing spells that they? I'm guessing, Caster, do you want to use your burst spell?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that up. I think I've got 2 uses left, and then we can rest.
Iggy, I think, has one cure light he can use for whoever would still need healed.
Hey, John, would never mind.
What's
The
that?
spell I have the identify spell, but it says it does not tell you. It doesn't allow you to identify objects, or artifacts. So, yeah.
That does. Well, that's like artifact, like actual artifact level like, to let you know you have a deck of many things, that would be considered an artifact. But for a regular, like, +1 or whatever sword,
Would that work on her sword?
Yeah, identify. I didn't think you had identify. That's why I didn't
There
bother
you go.
asking. Because I thought I'd asked you before and you didn't say you had it or you didn't have it memorized, one or the other.
Yeah, I have it memorized.
Okay.
Because we kept getting stuff that none of us knew anything about, so I memorized it.
How does not all you to
I typed it wrong. It should be does not allow you to identify artifacts.
Oh.
gotcha, gotcha.
Okay.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all, when I typed this.
Oh, well. So it looks like you guys heal for 20, he said 21 points. So go ahead and up yourself on that.
Oh.
The only one that I don't think is full would be Rave.
Not too far off, though.
Yeah, it should get him pretty close. Babe, you need to fix your health.
There we go. You're off by 7, right? I'll see. Like I said, Iggy's got another cast of. He'll tell you a rather bawdy joke about a kobold he once met in Saigon. Yeah.
7.
He heals you for 5.
Oh, that gets you pretty
5
darn
more.
close. I mean, that's within 2. That's not bad.
I'm guessing y'all closed the doors for the cellar too for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. After, as you're all getting ready to settle in, you do hear, like, the heavy paw stomps on the door, and it's obvious you're more than likely in here for the long haul now, because that dog is back up on the doors. And unless you can move almost a half a ton, you're probably not.
Yeah, we're here for a little while. But yeah, I guess with the identify, you can tell her whatever the heck her sword is.
Okay. It is named, but I will give you the name for it later on. It's a +2 Flame Berger, which, like I said, I'm assuming is the same damage as what a great sword would be. I don't know if they actually make a distinction in Pathfinder or not.
I don't know. I know they say you can just customize your own swords, so.
Here, popping it up. I think. If it'll open.
It's killing. We found.
Alright, it looks like I have to roll a spell craft as well, which I
To find out. Okay.
and so it would be a 29 because I get a +10 on it.
Oh, then you do need to do a spellcraft for it. Alright, that's...
Yep, so I rolled a 19 and then I get a +10 on it, so it would give me a 29 spellcraft check.
Okay. So yeah, it does 2d6 damage. Criticals on a 17 through 20 at ×2. It is considered a heavy blade weapon, so I don't know if you have proficiency in that or not, but
I don't know.
I'm not sure what barbarians are skilled in. It does +2 damage, +2 to hit.
Well, I think it's the proficiency is just martial. I probably have that. I don't know what heavy blade does.
Yeah, martial proficiency, okay. It says weapon group heavy blades. I don't know what the hell the difference is, but okay, anyway, so then yeah, if you have martial proficiency, you can use it. And if you crit with it, you heal yourself for basically half of the damage you you do, assuming it doesn't outright kill them.
Ooh.
And if it
Ooh.
outright kills them, you get whatever hit points they would have had.
Well, that's a nice little necromantic spell there.
And you said it's a +2 greatsword?
Yes. And it criticals on a 17 through 20.
So wait. +2 was...
Attack and
It
damage.
adds... Okay. So it adds like an extra 2 points of damage.
Yes.
each.
So it does
Okay.
2d6 plus 2 damage.
Thank you.
And then it adds a +2 to your attack roll as well.
Yes.
And it's essentially got life stealing on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Or a form of lifesteal. You have to critically hit with it, but
Still, that's pretty awesome. Especially with it critically all the way on a 17.
yes.
Yeah.
And for that matter, like I said, I didn't think you had identify, that's why I didn't bother, but did you want to try and do that with Ravista's sword?
Yeah,
His
let me
broadsword?
roll another spellcraft. Give me a sec. So a 31.
Flat out. If I can find it. And I will...
I mean, why not? While we're all resting, I can identify any objects anybody needs identified.
I didn't think there was anything else other than that, but...
No, I don't think there is.
Um,
I mean, my staff has a rune on it, but I already know what it does, so.
Yes, that will be changing too.
Alright, just let me know.
Okay, are you there, Rev?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. That is... What you have there is basically a Vorpal sword.
Nice.
Mm.
It's +2, but on a natural 20, it outright kills the opponent if it is able to be critical hit.
That's nice.
Nice.
So oozes and aberrations, that sort of things, you won't be killing them outright, but anything else? And I did found a picture of one of those, but I'll worry about that at a later point, I guess.
You just need to go into it and add the little...
Yeah, the damage on it's the same. The critical threat range is the same. Only it's basically +2 sword that, like I said, on a 20 will sever their head, whatever's head.
So yeah, you just need to add that to it so that you know there's an insta-kill on any net.
Yeah, I'll go down here in the notes.
And now that you know this, the odd thing about it is the strange sort of thing about the sword is it seems to be like patina and rusty looking, but it feels very well balanced and light and whatnot. Other than that, you actually, with resting overnight, you should heal the rest of your hit points back up and get your spells. So, in the morning, Iggy had...
Sort of tennis.
Iggy
Yeah,
had...
once I found out we were all getting these magic weapons during my 2 a.m. cram session where I wrote out my entire spell book. I added identify to my memorized spells.
Come on.
That makes me think of. That makes me think of.
Excuse me.
This. It is called Sword. Pretty sure.
Looks like something I drew.
So funny. Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. Well, excuse me. Hold on. The difference is it is called Sword in capital letters.
So, like I said, your morning comes, everybody's done their watches. Other than the very loud snoring from the mutt on the doors, there's nothing eventful has happened. Iggy kind of scouted around, checked the doors. He managed to jimmy the lock when no one was looking on that cell door over here. But there is the top area here is like just an odd storage area. There's like gardening tools. Like there's an old rocking chair. Furniture that's all dusty. Same thing down here on the bottom. It's just like full of clutter and whatnot. The middle section has like is pretty much all filled up with cords of wood that are stacked pretty much from back to the middle, or to the front of this pillar here.
Somebody has a fireplace.
Very, very nearly to floor to ceiling. There.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I interrupted you.
Well, no, the area down in here is another, just like odd knick-knack storage. It looks like, but everything that is in that area is, very worn down. Like you've got beds that look like they've been, like a bed frame looks like somebody went at it with like a file and chisel, just like scratching the varnish off of it. Looks like a kid got to it with a bunch of like black crayon markers or pencils and stuff. There's broken like child's toys and that sort of thing.
Not really adding up to the fact that this looks like a rich person's house, but the basement looks like a effed up homeless person's storage area.
And then I forgot. Well, I didn't kind of put it in there, so go figure. It does seem to be that a stairway leading up is in that corner too, if I can find the polygon tool again. And of course, like I said, there is a access to the wine cellar there if you wanted to try and get a hold of a bottle or two of alcoholic beverage.
I want to investigate the cell.
I'll jack a couple bottles of wine.
Okay.
Of course you would, you lush.
Whoever's taking or wants to take a bottle of wine, give me a perception roll.
A perception.
Yes.
Wine. I don't want one though.
Yeah, I'm not taking it.
No thanks.
So just rave. Alright. You managed to find the vintage from the furthest back date you can sort of locate in the dim light. From from your limited knowledge of I can't remember. Are you half elven or all
No,
human?
I'm human.
All human. Okay.
I do, but I can read it for him.
Well, that for what it's worth, he's going by the date. He just grabbed something that's really far back, but if you do look at it, it is a the bottle he has is basically what you would consider to be elven wine. It has like elven writing on it and runes. It's not any kind of like vineyard or anything vintage that you would be familiar with, but it's like the juicy truffle is the name of the wine.
That definitely sounds like a strip club.
And actually, as Iggy is in there looking for a bottle too, and he makes a, "Hey, what's this here?" And behind the he moves a couple bottles aside, and there is a like a little pole rope against the wall.
Secret tunnel?
Well, yeah, this looks like it would be a catch for maybe a door. Let's see what happens. I mean, I don't have to pull it.
He wants to pull the rope. It's not gonna
He
be
would
me.
pull the rope.
he tugs on it, and there's a clicking noise, and there is a let me see here. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I find Roll20's drawing tools to be very lacking, and maybe that's just me. I'm sure it probably
Sorry,
is,
Torn.
but... Huh?
Sorry.
No, it's nothing that I mean... Okay. That... Since I can't get rid of the damn thing... Excuse me. That'll be the next best thing, I guess, since I can't delete that. Yeah. So there is that section of the wall swings back against the outside wall, and there is a very bad, like, odor of, just human body odor.
Ew.
Like, someone hasn't taken a
Like
bath
someone that
for-
hasn't bathed in quite a long time, yes.
Okay. Stinky boy.
I don't know if anyone wants to peek in there or what, but that's what has happened.
Ugh. Ah. I will peek in.
Okay. You see in that section there's bars with seems to be another door there. Laying in a pile in the back of the cell there, is a man crumpled up in a heap that he is shirtless but has on, other than that, seems to be dressed very similar to the gentleman that you accosted out on the lawn earlier yesterday afternoon.
You mean the Mad Hatter?
Yes.
Ah. He looks like him?
Yes. Only, like, emaciated and very filthy. But there's a really shabby, like, top hat with, like, the top of it ripped open, laying in the corner. He's got, like, a waistcoat that's got, like, one of the arms torn off of it. And, you know, his slacks are very just filthy and that sort of thing.
Irazuka just kind of
he
bares her
he
teeth.
rouses, like, you know, slightly and kind of not again. Why won't you just let me die?
Irazuka kind of bares her teeth and pulls back from poking her head in there and just goes,
What?
There is another hat human.
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 Guess I'll pop my head in there and ask if he's okay.
Irazuka wants none of this. He's had enough of hat humans.
Enough of hat humans. So if you look in and there's again slumped up, like I said, on the floor. It looks just like the guy that was outside at the tea party, but he looks like he's been just beaten and left for dead, essentially.
You look quite like the dude we out front at a very weird tea party.
Oh, yes, I'm. Everybody calls me the Hatter. I've been here for, it feels like an eternity in this cell. The crazy woman she made me make outfits for her terrible brat. And when I refused to do it, I was... What's that? Or did I
don't think anyone meant to say anything.
Oh. When I refused to continue with my servitude, I was beaten within an inch of my life. My tools of my trade were taken from me and given to a other facsimile. And I have been left here for, as I said, I have no idea how long I've been in this pit.
Well, we killed the fake, if that makes you feel any better.
Nearly. Although this sweet release of death, or just being able to go home at this point, would make me feel immensely more joyous.
Well, we've got the door to your cell open. I'm sure nobody's gonna care if you walk.
I myself have no means of returning to my
Well, if you prefer
my
death.
homeland.
Where is your home at?
Oops. Let me pull up in my DMs here real quick. Yes.
Somewhere in the Teton Mountains, I'd wager.
Da-da-da. It's called... I'll put it in the thing if anybody wants to write it down for what it's
Yeah.
worth.
Put it in there.
It's Jorvald. Does anybody have knowledge geography or something of that matter?
Let me look.
Or
Sure,
just
I did not.
or just a decent wisdom score, I suppose.
I have 11. And I rolled a 12.
As far as wisdom goes, I have 15.
I guess it wouldn't be wisdom; it would just be intelligence. So,
That's an 18.
the golf or the I suppose the golf or the somebody or the rain.
That one's better. This golf's wisdom.
On maps, north is up.
No, both of you actually know that Jorvald is the seat of the ruling class in your world, or where you were from.
Oh my gosh, we know where that is. That's where we're from. How did you end up here?
Well, I wouldn't say you're necessarily from there, but you do know that it's not in
Not in this
Dungeonland.
world.
Yes. I was brought here, as I said, obviously against my will. There was a, if you believe it, a very mighty and large bird that carried me here. Yes. I do know that is. It would be possible from what little I have gleaned to essentially to use the same means of returning home. Unfortunately, it would require trying to find the bird.
Do we happen to know who owns the bird?
Well, the Countess does meet with the what's the word? Handler for the creature.
Why do I get the feeling this countess is not somebody I want to meet?
What kind of deep fryer she have in her kitchen?
Deep fryer?
Out of character.
I don't know, following that one. But I mean, I like it. I just don't follow it.
Well, I'm gonna step back so the dude can come out of his little hovel if he wants.
Man, dude, guy. He does notice that. Well, that was my. He points to. I'm not sure if you're wearing the hat or what you're doing with it, but he
I
points
had
to
it in my hand. Or well, it's with my stuff, but yeah, it's obviously seen.
He just points it out. He says, "Hey, that was my my finest creation there. By all means, if you slayed the creature that was being made to be my impersonator, and especially if you can deliver me from this hellhole of countryside, you're more entitled to it and more if I can have anything to say of it."
I will say this is the most awesome hat that I think I've ever seen. And I've lived 132 years.
Oh yes, from one of the Fey elf, that is quite a compliment, I assure you. Thank you.
Damn, Granny.
Oh, shut up, I'm an elf.
I'm 30 years old.
I'm 150, dude. It's still young.
Well, considering how long-lived elves are, yes, I am still young.
He does sort of steady his feet. You know, I apologize for my look and my odor, I assume. As I said, I have not gotten out of this cage and never knew hat. But I will do my best to keep up. As I said, I do know that we are or I have been kept in the Countess's mansion. I'm assuming, are in the cellar of the mansion, so...
Yeah, I assume so. Can I cast, like, mending on his clothes to try and heal, like, fix his stuff?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, if you've got it.
There you go.
So sweet.
Hooray! 1d4 points. So, it's, the arm stitches itself back on the hat. It's still, dirty and dusty, but it is no longer shabbled. He buttons up the waistcoat since he doesn't have a undershirt or whatever, but he's fixed himself, made himself as presentable as he can get currently. So
Yeah, I don't have a way to offer him the ability to clean himself, but I mean, I can at least mend his clothes a little bit.
So, as I said, I regret I know little of the actual dwelling itself. Other than that is, where we are, so... like I said, I will do my best to stay out of harm's way and follow behind you as best I can. If that works.
I'm fine with that as long as everybody else is.
Yeah.
As long as he does not attack us.
Unless he's doing a very good con, he is definitely weaker than a kitten, so to say.
I could snap him in two. I wanna flex my muscles.
Jeez. Ooh,
Nice.
That's nice. This is like sitting in a recliner, a leather recliner.
That's so funny.
You have soft pecs.
Flex, I just don't. I sneeze.
Okay. So, heading upstairs then?
Yep,
more
sounds
feet
like a
to
good
walk.
idea.
Upward.
Onward we go.
More
Okay.
meat for large dog.
So I need to
The stairs are over here, right?
down here in the bottom. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this. This map should not be needed anymore. So
Okay.
I will try to remove. Set everyone to the side for a moment.
Where do these stairs go?
They go down. Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, I thought you asked, where did the stairs go?
Yeah, I said they go down. And then I said, wouldn't you like to know? Okay. Oh. And that's why we can't have nice things. Doop. Doop doop. Doop doop. Doop doop. Doop doop. Oh, nope, nope. Yeah. Doop. Doop. That means up? Or, yeah. Wait. That's the way you came up from. I can't write up, but this is... There we go. There's a U there. And there's a D here. That'll work. For my liking. Okay. So getting to the top of the stairs, like I said, you're coming from where the arrow is there. Oh, crap, I'm sorry.
Rab's AFK as well.
Alright, I'll wait, I'm sorry, I did not notice.
No, I think he figured it would take you longer to draw.
Well, it did.
Keep drawing.
Meat. Meat.
Mate!
Meat.
Apparently there's a ghost in here that wants meat.
There's always a ghost that wants meat. It's a dino.
It's your Zuka.
No, we'll all be killed.
No.
Now angry.
I love the angry eyes.
Rawr.
Probably put some teeth in.
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know if I feel like it.
Angry.
Oh, that's definitely the boss.
Rawr.
It's okay.
Why are you turning it? That's...
But, oh no, you can't see it. I'm like shaking it back and forth.
That's
so
what I
much.
said. I saw it during that. That's what I said. Why?
I'm back.
How are you
Okay.
drawing on there?
You have a paintbrush option.
Yeah, there's
too.
unfortunately, or
Top
fortunately.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Funny.
Okay. So, from the, like I said, you get to the top of the stairs. The, crap.
Cute.
Couples. Couples space program.
Oh my god.
What's that?
I maybe have your stream on in the background, and like the purple on your screen is way different from the purple on mine.
Eh?
Oh god.
That's weird.
Cause well, now it's now a worm. The worm
Yes,
face
it's
is like a really dark purple on your screen, but it's a really bright purple.
It's definitely a worm.
Or maybe it's a TV screen, cause
It's the meat ghost.
it's
Ghost of meat, yes.
meat. Wonderful, just wonderful. The moment you guys learn about the drawing feature, now you want to draw. So funny. So funny.
Okay, apparently we need to have a night where instead of playing D&D, we play Jackbox.
Now, how do I erase it?
You don't, that's the problem.
If you select it, you can just press delete.
And then the map goes away too. Hooray!
Well, if you do it, you might delete everything. But if the players select their own drawing, then they should be able to delete it. Like that. There you got it.
Hooray!
Looks like a sperm.
No. No, it's not. That's silly,
Oh,
you
God.
guys.
Oh no!
Sticky ghost.
That's it's the ghost of
Sticky
meat.
ghost?
The sticky ghost, yes. It's the sticky ghost.
I wonder what the colors are really supposed to be.
Purple.
He's going to heaven.
If it's a bright purple or a dark
Oh, God.
purple.
The stickiest of ickies.
Oh my god, what are you drawing over there?
The stickiest of ickies, I said.
I saw that.
It's called I Can't Draw for Crap with a Mouse.
Understandable. Wait, what are these? Are those toilets? That looks like a toilet.
If you had been listening, I said it's a U and a D, but okay.
No,
Wait,
that's the
Oh, up and
laboratory of doom.
up and down. Right?
Yes, the D is obviously for Laboratory of Doom.
Doom.
This is your doom. Okay.
The largest bathroom.
Oh.
Doom.
Toilet of doom.
Yes. So anyway, you get to the top of the stairs, and there is, you seem to be in a very large kitchen. There's a hearth in a corner with a boiling pot on it. There is stoves that seem to be lit with any number of pots, again, set upon them that are cooking. It actually smells fairly inviting in the kitchen. There's like pies and cakes being baked. Yet there seems to be nobody at all inside the kitchen. There is those are doors, and then there's two doors on the north wall, and then two doors over here to the east with a single door, and the lower one is a double door.
Looks for a sweet roll.
The whole area is the whole of the inside is lit, like as if it were a very sunny day outside, with quote-unquote natural lighting, but there are no windows at all that you see. And yeah, if you want, there, like I said, there's a pan of rolls that look like they've just been taken out of an oven, sitting on a counter that's cooling. And the only other thing you can see is down in this open room, there seems to be a rather large single table that would be like a servant's, probably like a servant's dining area. Slow your roll. And like I said, that is the extent of what you see at the moment. There is like I said, there's stairs that you just came up, and then right over here there's stairs that they wrap around and they continue to go upstairs. And since you actually did ask about it, Golf, I'm assuming you're actually interested in looking for it. There is, up against this wall, there does seem to be a dumbwaiter built into the wall.
Hey!
Is it large enough for golf?
It's large enough for Golf when you first entered Dungeon Land, not now necessarily.
Oh.
Not without magical intervention of some point.
How did you do the action in text again? Was it slash and then what you were doing?
/ME and then a space.
Yeah.
You can send Iggy up and
Yeah,
like
Iggy could fit easily, and Casser could fit in it easily. Not at the same time, mind you, but
I typed my name twice like an idiot.
Oh, that's okay.
Rain.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I'm stuttering.
Gus.
We can just call her Ray Ray.
Shush.
Gus. Alright.
Ooh.
You do that, and you do hear fairly heavy footsteps on the floor, on the ceiling. Walk over to the dumbwaiter, and then walk away, and the dumbwaiter comes back down.
Is it empty now?
Yes.
Whoever is upstairs likes rolls.
If you're listening to the door, you don't hear anything. Actually, you don't necessarily need to listen. It's like a saloon door.
Oh.
What are they? It's what is it, a cottage door? It's like the half open. I think that's what they're called. It's the ones that like the top of the door opens up and then the lower part can open too.
Like stable?
Yeah, it's stable. I like I said, I couldn't remember what they were actually called, but it's only basically a lower half of the door. Come on.
And I guess part of it's open. Aww, that's so nice.
Oh, now that you mention it, he's he's trying to restrain himself, because he's really not been fed much at all, so.
Go for it, Hatter. Just eat.
Eat to your heart's content.
Well, you don't want to gorge if you've not had anything to eat either, so.
Well, eat something. Your skin and bones.
I'll also hand him a couple packets of the dry jerky that I'd picked up downstairs. I didn't get as much as Urzuko, but I grabbed 3 or 4 stacks of it.
I come prepared.
Okay. But yeah,
Survival.
that just looks through to another. It it looks essentially like a coat room or a changing room. There's hooks on the walls with cloaks on them.
Oh.
It's essentially it looks like it would be, like I said, a changing room, not necessarily a mud room, but that's what you would it looks to be. Not that lizard folk probably know what that is necessarily, but
Not quite. But I'll take the cloak and I guess I'll give it to this weak thick man.
weak human.
This frail, smooth skin.
Come on, damn it. So you do know that it seems like it sounds to be like somebody is here upstairs, apparently. I hate this damn thing. I used to really like it, now not so much.
Oh no.
Okay, you look in here, like I said, it seems like there's... You can't... Well, I'll just draw it, because, like I said, you wouldn't be able to see otherwise. There's another door here. There's a doorway, or an archway, like the cookie, right there. And you can see from where you are, this room appears to be a lounge room of some sort. There's tables around, many chairs, that sort of thing.
I do not care. I'll go back to the apartment.
Golf, were you looking or listening to those doors?
Not gonna bother listening. I'm just gonna try to enter.
Okay. That again is another. It's a pair of double doors, but it's like like frosted glass sort of double door, French doorway, I suppose. Yeah, would be the term. You open the door. You got there another large archway, cookie dough, and then come on. This is definitely a grand dining room. There's a very large, like from one end going across the room, dining table that is set completely. There seems to be there's at least like 20 place settings on either side of the table. Excuse
Is there a
me.
tablecloth?
No, there's no tablecloth. And actually, that's the funny thing. There is it's the plates and everything are immaculate, but there is just crumbs and filth and just like like spare, lone grapes, lone tomatoes, just random spots on either the table or like underneath the table on the floor. Sort of like 2-year-olds have been eating here, that kind of thing.
The plates are immaculate.
Yeah, all the silverware, all the dishes, all the cups, they look pristine. but the actual furniture and the floor, like underneath the table, just is filthy.
I had the feeling that there are some guests here even less welcome than and more impolite than we are.
Well, they might not be welcome, but they're definitely less polite. And then you can see from where you are out into this area. Let's see here. There's a wall there. There's a wall here. Ba, 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 ba. Blub. And blub. And then we will mirror that. This appears to be what you would assume is a, like, very large entrance foyer. There is another double doors. Again, it seems like very much natural lighting in here, but you haven't seen any windows. The only thing you have noticed that in this room, up on the top there, it's very high vaulted ceiling that goes up. These here are a wraparound stairway, and like I said, this is a very large vaulted up to a second floor. There's a really large ornate chandelier hanging from the ceiling in there.
Damn. Don't know what to do with that.
Oop, I screwed up. Again. Sure, you know, kill it. All information is used for killing or maiming.
Or eating.
Or eating.
Kill then eat, rinse, repeat.
Golf decided he wanted to see the other doors.
Hope was hoping to find some jam.
Always remember kill before eating. I did that.
I mean, that's like your opinion, man.
Yeah, I'm guilty of doing stuff wrong again. Shoot. Did you did go to check out a different door? Urzuka and I guess Golf, if you were in there, like I said, by all means, move around if you are wanting to check something out here. I'm not sure who else is looking around.
I'm expecting somebody to stop us at some point. I don't know when.
Well, you haven't seen anybody.
Yeah.
You do hear both of you. You can't quite. Urzuki, you just hear something like screaming from upstairs. Golf, to you it sounds sort of like a um, like an
Pancake?
like an orc child,
Ugh,
like throwing a tantrum.
children.
And I mean it's your stereotypical I'm not getting my way, gimme, 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 I hate you, that sort of thing.
But to me, it just sounds like screaming. Like they could be like getting right now.
Well, I mean that's like as like to describe it to you as a person now, it's like a kid just throwing a temper tantrum, that kind of thing, but it's just screaming for like 5 seconds and then it just stops.
Abruptly?
Not like immediately, but it just kind of ends, yeah. I mean, you've heard how kids sound when they're not getting their way. They can do that. They'll bawl and cry and then just, boom, they're fine.
Who wants to go upstairs and see what the heck that was all about?
I'm down.
Well,
Right.
you know that there are 2 ways up. There's in the entryway or the foyer, and then there's the kitchen stairs.
Say we use the kitchen stairs. I don't want to get too far from those rolls.
I'm down with what everybody decides.
Alright.
Go.
Yeah, sir. Did you get some rolls?
You know it.
I think all of us probably pocketed at least something from that food.
Yeah.
I kept it. I want preserved.
Dim jelly roll, 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 dim jelly roll.
What's
Whoops.
I roll 20 deep.
What the hell, Rap?
I tried to move something and I clicked in the wrong spot.
You're very linguist.
With that 8, Rav is standing in the corner talking gobbledygook to himself.
Okay, I'm up. I'm up here now. You came from. This is a D for going down. This is a U for going up. You have a landing here. If that makes any sense, which I doubt it does, because it doesn't make sense to me. And if it doesn't make sense to me, then God help anybody else. Come on. But at the top of the stairs, there is a thing. You know, a thing. A door. Or at the landing, there's a door, and the stairs do continue going up.
All right, keep going up.
I'm just going to the left there. It continues to go up again. To a door at the top of these stairs. It is noticeably warmer up at the top of the stairs as you climb them. Not like damaging hot, but it's like getting a lot more humid and just a lot more just warmer. but the door is closed.
That is terrible. That is
Yes.
it's another toilet.
Another toilet.
Just on the stairs.
Yep. That shows you what kind of people you're dealing with here. You came up that way and then you went up that way. You see, this one's a urinal, and then this one's a city downy toilet. A city downy toilet. So what's up?
Well, golf's in the lead, so
Go. Where you going, buddy?
Oh. Oops. Uh-oh. So like I said, you go up that way and that takes you over here. It goes up another 10 feet and it stops at a door.
Use the toilet call.
He has a toilet call?
I said use the toilet golf. It's right there.
Gulp actually stops and listens at this door.
The one on the landing?
Yeah.
Okay. So say, because from the landing you can look up and see that it's another basically it's where you are right now is where this is, so it's just another 10 feet, but if you wait there, you can hear like another tantrum coming from behind the door.
Alright, if the door's unlocked, Gulp will go through.
Okay.
Oh, she was in that earlier.
There is a door. Obviously. Obviously. And then another door here. And this. No. Come on. Alright. That is what you see. This is... No. The arrow went down. You can see that you're at... It's another hallway. And you notice that right in... There's the two doors on the left-hand side. And then this seems to be overlooking the entryway, because you can see the chandelier there. And these are the stairs that go down to the entry.
Gulp tries to follow the sound of the tantrum, tries to get closer to it.
And there's that.
I want to know your Zuko does.
What's that?
want to know who's here.
Buy all our playsets and toys. Okay. The yelling doesn't seem to be from this area, this side. Although the house is fairly echoey. Are you going to check any of the doors?
Yep. Oh my god.
They've gone to plaid. Mindlessly clicking buttons. Okay. The first one there, I guess.
Yep.
Make a perception. If you're listening.
Sorry, you broke up. What do you want me to roll?
I said go ahead and do your perception if you're listening.
Yeah.
Urzuka, like I said, as you go up, it gets a lot more warm, a lot humider. That door at the top does have a fairly heavy padlock on the door.
Can I hear anything behind that door?
There is a very deep like heavy labored breathing, yeah.
Oh. Unpleasant. I'm
Like,
going back.
A mix, it's like a growling breathing, but
No thank you.
Golf, you hear it's like a shushing noise, like someone that would be like coddling a child or whatever. Shh.
Wolf looks offended.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen at this door.
You hear, and again, when you're there, that's at the top of the stairs. You can, again, like I said, look over. That's this area. You see the very large, like, rug on the floor. The chandeliers almost at eye level here. But as you're listening to that door, you hear, what do you hear? I don't know. It's like a humming noise. Or not a humming noise, but it's somebody like humming.
Okay.
It definitely has. It's like a high pitched. What you could consider like a feminine like humming voice.
All right, so I tell the party what I hear, and then we get to figure out which door we're gonna go in.
Not quite like that, but close. So yes, that's the $64,273 question.
So, do we go in the room that sounds like there's a child in it, or do we go in the room that sounds like there's a woman in it?
Woman.
Woman!
Shit, there's that meat ghost again.
Woman!
Yeah, let's Let's go for the older specimen. We can deal with the
No, don't say it
screaming
like that.
whatever later.
All right. So I tried the doorknob.
And for what it's worth, this is you can see there's a hallway that goes down
Oh,
that way.
brother. More rooms.
More rooms, dear God, more rooms.
Well, it's a mansion. There's gonna be an ass load of them.
Yeah, haven't you played Resident Evil before? Come on.
I don't. Yeah, no.
Wait, what?
Fucking Resident Evil. That damn game scarred me.
Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, kind of.
I was gonna say we're living through that one still, trying to anyway. Okay. This does continue over to the right a little bit more, but I'm trying to at least give a semblance of what's there before you start going murdering infants. That's what you're planning on doing, right?
We're not that bad at murder hobos. Well, I mean, yeah, we kind of are.
Okay. Which door number 1 or 2? I'm sorry. I was too busy trying to kill myself.
The door I'm in front of, we're gonna try, I guess.
Okay. Plop. Come. Oh, jeez. So, I'm gonna line up here. I really don't know who was in what order here, but that'll work, I guess. Who's opening the door first?
Well, that'll be me. I'm standing at it.
Alright. You just kicking it in?
I'm gonna nicely open it.
Okay. Well, I don't
I'm not gonna
know.
be a complete dick.
You open it, and there is... Come on. Where the heck? Right there. That'll work, I guess, for now. In the corner over here is a... looks like a... Yes. Completely out of character. Ah, dang it. On that note, cliffhanger, I have to use the restroom. Yes.
That's okay. I'll continue sitting here eating my salted caramel puff corn. No, my dad is so addicted to this stuff. I literally, last week, I think I bought 10 bags of it. I'm not kidding you. He just, like, murders them.
Oh my god.
They're like $2 a bag, too. So it's like, dude, you gotta slow down. I'm not gonna keep buying $20 worth of snacks. They're really, really good, but, yeah. What it is it's the hull-less popcorn. So there's no... the hulls in regular popcorn hurt my teeth.
It has nothing to do with how good they are, why he eats $20 worth of them in a week.
No, that's because of puffing other things. But yeah, we weren't going to go there. No, something a bit more narcotic-ish. Actually, would that be narcotic? Well, no, we'll go with herbal. Yeah, it's more herbals.
Inflatable unicorn. Disney's the inflatable unicorn.
It'll squeak its way right into your heart.
Watch it now
And
on
by
Disney
the way,
Plus.
Yeah, seriously. And by the way, you can only buy it at Kroger because apparently Kroger has some sort of a monopoly with Mike sells products.
And your all quality UDFs, I believe. if you want to spend outrageous amounts of money on convenience store snack foods.
You're better off going to Kroger where they're $2 for a big bag.
Okay. So, this room is decorated like a European nursery. So there's a bassinet in a corner, wardrobe, changing table, that sort of thing. And then in the corner there is a short figure dressed in like a floral print sundress. Voodoo chips. I think I've heard that too.
Oh, they're amazing.
But they've got their head down, and when the door opens, they look up, and it looks like a toad person. That's holding a infant in its hands, and it's like trying to shush the child because it's it being fussy. But when the door opens, it reaches for the changing table and grabs a knife off of it.
A knife that
Yes.
was on the changing table.
Yes.
What?
No. We're not going to hurt you.
It's if you're not going to yeah, it's get away from the baby, and it lunges towards you.
Shit. Roll initiative.
Almost as soon as the door opens, Golf just hucks one of the rolls at the baby. What do I have to roll for that?
Dexterity. It's just a ranged attack.
Oh.
I have a feeling I'm going to get the back of my head whacked by a freaking roll.
No, you like. I don't even know what you would do with that, but it definitely doesn't find any kind of mark. It made its way into your mouth.
You whiff it so hard it just flies up, straight up in the air, and you look up. You open your mouth like, oh no, and it just.
You all get to go before this thing.
Oh. Roll the initiative.
I went over my carb limit.
Give me the initiative tracker. Oh no. Didn't mean to do that.
Damn it. Hang on, I gotta click my damn token.
I am hungry in real life.
There we go. Did it work that time?
And I really wanted to see that roll bounce off of that baby.
Wait, did I add the pluses that I get from that damn? Yeah, I did. I added it. There we go. I just can't roll for crap.
Alright, if everybody's on there. Casser, it is, you are killing infants, apparently, now.
Sweet. Let's get
Or at
to
least
it.
infant caretakers, anyway.
Is she still holding the baby or did she put it down?
Yes, it still has a child swaddled in a blanket.
Oh, for the love of Christ, stupid toad.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to get all the way in there and do anything, so I'm just going to get up here to the door entrance.
Oh, I mean, you can make an attack because it's right in the doorway.
We're apparently all huddled in the doorway.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, then I'm going to take a swing at it.
grab a snack. Oh, that's a real life. That is a hit for 6 points of damage. Okay. Do you want high or low?
Always high.
Okay.
Aw.
All right. you make contact with the child. I mean the toad. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank goodness.
I gave you false hope. Iggy is going to 5, 10, 15. Perform check. Alright. Everybody is inspired by the kobold.
So that's what, +2 to attack and saves?
Attack, damage, and fear and charm. Yes. Rain, it is you.
Alright, I'm gonna cast sleep on the toad.
It's DC 15. No, unfortunately.
Hell, I tried to do this non-violently.
Urzuka, you are up.
I would like to walk up to the toad.
Rage.
How big is it?
It's about the size of a halfling.
Yeah, I want to walk up to the toad and just.
Eat it.
I think just grab it around its body and just hug it so that it can't hurt anybody. Just use my almighty strength.
Do your command maneuver. Or combat maneuver,
that.
rather. Okay, you've got the, yes, do a backbreaker!
I could.
We got ourselves a real slobber knocker in here tonight, folks.
This stupid toad has faith.
No, take it over to the stairs and just throw it down into the lobby.
Oh my god.
That's a ring out. Okay, again, high or low?
Me?
Yes, for you. Rizuka.
To figure out if I grab the baby or the toad?
Oh no, you've got the toad. I just need to know high or low.
Let's go low.
It's over here. Okay. Oh, you've got a hold of it. Golf. That roll was delicious, but now what are you going to do?
Well, seeing how the toad is immobilized, it feels pretty bad to go up and stab it.
But I'm gonna stab it anyway.
So Golf walks up to the toad and stuffs it full of rolls.
Yep, that's the right thing to do.
Shouldn't we be disarming it?
That too.
See, that's the wrong thing to do.
No, we're gonna choke it to death with rolls.
Murder hobos.
It's your turn, Rivista.
I will disarm the toad.
Okay, I'm going to say that that's doable. Casser, it's up to you to continue waylaying on this poor creature.
Nah, they seem to want to not hit it, so I guess I won't.
Aww. Okay, so actually, I'm sorry that it gets to try to escape the Do your combat maneuvers there, Giovanni.
Oh, shnikes.
I actually rolled an 11 on the die, so between the roll stuffing and everything else, it does manage to pop its way out of your grasp. And hoppity hoppity.
Don't the rolls slow it down?
Why would they slow it down?
I mean, you didn't have anything to drink. That's a lot of dry carbs.
What the hell? It's going to. AC. Why can I not have? Why can't? Oh no! Ah! I know. Oh, I know. Obi-Wan. There we go. Yeah, 19 AC. Jesus. That ain't fair. Actually, it is. 19 plus 5. Okay, 17 plus 5 rather. It's like hey, help! We have to protect the child. Help! Help!
In other words, this toad is a complete moron.
It slaps you with its tongue for 2 points of damage, Urzuka. About that time, the other door is thrown open. Oh no. I need a thing. Where's the thing? Come on. It's another one of those. In the doorway again. It's another one of those things. Golf. That is probably a miss. I'm going to say that is more than likely a miss. Is it a miss?
Is it another toad?
Yes, it's another toad. But, unfortunately, I keep forgetting that you are 13, so that does end up hitting. Just barely, but hitting. We try not to kill just one person. No, you got the Cheshire Cat. You had no problem, and you got the Mad Hatter that you the normal Hatter.
Oh yeah, because we wrecked the mad one. I have his hat clipped to my belt.
Another one of those. Again, this looks like a nanny, like toad person, runs out of that room and has a. It's basically like a baby rattle and clunks you on the head for 4 points of damage. Golf. And again, this quote unquote nanny has a another like swaddled infant that it's carrying in its other hand. Now we're back up to Casser.
Yes, now we're trying not to murder 2 children.
Caster's toolbox is mostly hitting things.
I know, right? Just hope you don't hit the kid.
It's true.
Yeah, all right. I'll take a swing at the toad next to him.
Well, I mean,
the,
we're trying to be
the other
non-violent.
one-
They're being asses.
the one you hit before jumped back into the room.
Oh, that's
You'd
right.
have to either go in that room or go back the hallway to get the one that opened the other door.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to that one
in
then.
between Ravista and Gulf, okay?
Yeah, I'll teach this one a lesson too.
Give it the old what for. Piety rules. Converts drool.
Maybe.
You don't have that whole person yet, do you? Nice. Okay, one more time. Over or under?
Over.
That was under. You do hit. You do the damage, but your flails do impact on the blanket as well. So that happened. The toad shrieks in horror, and Iggy's turn. He's going to want to in here with the stab. 15. That is a hit. Under. Not that it matters, but I did roll under. And the DM playing his own characters. Hooray. Alright. That toad slumps on the floor.
Is the infant dead?
Mm-hmm. It is your turn, though. Do you want to run down there and check? There's still one more.
Yeah, I'm
Toad
gonna
man.
go in here and I am gonna attempt to sleep this thing again.
Alrighty. It's AC or DC 15. Alright, and that one slumps down on the floor.
I'm gonna grab the infant before the toad hits the floor.
Well, as it falls, it loses grasp of the blanket, and it rolls open and falls out. Just a collection of it's a bunch of a gourd.
That's not even a kid.
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with these toads?
Well, what was screaming?
What was screaming?
Alright, I'm gonna let somebody else kill this stupid toad for causing us all this.
It could have been the pumpkins.
Anyone thinking of frog legs and summer squash soup?
Oh, Christ.
You hear that sound, Your Highness? Those are the shrieking gourds.
Oh, God.
Well, it's still alive, y'all. It's just sleeping.
I told you, throw it down into the foyer.
Easy XP.
Or, yeah, just break its legs off.
Just take the gourd baby and just smash it on the.
Well, my move is over, so Urzuka, it's to
Yeah,
you.
it's exactly. It's,
Where's the other toad?
the other one is
Which
dead. Iggy
Which-
killed it.
Wait.
And I
both
put the
of
one
them
in front of us to sleep.
Oh.
So, yeah, the one that hit you with its tongue is asleep.
I mean, it's asleep. You could wreck it. It's not able to fight back.
Easy XP.
Can I I think there's a coup de grace.
Oh, it easily, yeah. It's asleep. Just it's coup de grace. It's you off it. Yes.
Oh, it's very loud. I'm sorry.
Again, if you check that other toad, what you hit, it's just a bunch of, like I said, like what do they call them? Butternut squash.
Just a bunch of them, not even just one big one.
Yeah, it's just like one big squash wrapped up in a blanket. On the plus side, if either Castor or Iggy wanted to dress up like frog nannies, you probably could.
Rain's just shaking her head.
All right.
I mean,
Castor.
honestly, for all you know, they could be like a tadpole or something like that.
Castor, this is your cord. If you drop it, you get enough.
What?
He's making fun of the old high school, like, taking care of the baby assignment that they would hand out. I don't know what class that was for, but crazy as frog ladies. Well, I would like to keep going, but you are kind of in the thick of getting this one started, so.
Oh. So it's not gonna be like by 10 o'clock we'll be done.
Oh no, it would be after that, I'm afraid.
Oh dear.
I do say sorry.
All right. Let drawing time recommence.
What's that? Oh, drawing time can recommence. But there is still, you do hear that same kind of like orc scream from the other side of the upstairs.
I'm sorry. She's supposed to have looks really stupid.
Ass hat.
Ass. Oh.
How did I know that that's what Rain was going to write there? Gourd flexing.
Gourd flexing.
But like I said, this whole upstairs area from right straight across is wide open, except for this area down here, and that's it's actually walled off. The dumbwaiter is down here, you imagine. Cupcake, or that's a stunted penile, one or the other. Now it's not. Now it's sweet roll. Roy's rolls? What the hell is that all about?
It's gourd. Wait, what? Stupid.
It's a competitor to Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay.
A roll. Dancing on the roll.
He's on a roll.
I like that.
Give yourself another 1,000 experience for the for dealing with the dog and everything else you had done. That was pretty good.
We're less than 2,000 from our next level. Those not missed a session. Well, I'm hungry. I'm probably going to get some more food.
Some morphine.
Oh my gosh, what's over here?
What is
What
over
the-
here? You don't want to know.
What the
You're
hell?
getting crazy. It's the sex cauldron.
Soup?
Soup vat. Soul asylum. I don't know what any of these words mean.
Is it being suspended over a fire? I think maybe. Yeah, it is.
I can't draw.
I love it. I love it.
A frog in there.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hooters. What? What is Hooters? I mean, like, what about any of this is Hooters? I'm very curious.
Hotters.
Hooters.
Yes. With lots of maple syrup.
Unfortunately, it looks like H. Doters.
H. Doters.
Come down to Doters restaurant.
H. Doters Family Restaurant, yes.
We've got hay. We've got
Doters?
we've got furniture to eat, mind you.
Furniture to eat, my. I'm gonna have to clean this crap off. And now I'm just gonna leave it there. We'll play over time. You know, the funny thing is, this is what actually happens in person when you have a map to write on. Because there's a really great story of the wet dry erase, the dry erase mat that I used to have, where the guy used a permanent marker to write on it.
Oh God!
Granted, it was on the side, but it never came off.
Isn't there supposed to be a way to get it off?
Not permanent marker. Not
You
without
can actually-
Dan.
You can take a dry erase marker and completely cover the permanent marker, and then erase off the permanent marker.
Oh, like I said, this was dried on deep. I mean, you couldn't. You could kind of get it off, but it was still.
Well, that means you just gotta use some elbow grease.
Because I know on our,
Well, again,
I know on,
at that point, you're removing the actual like varnish or whatever that keeps it, makes it so.
Because I know on some of my stuff at work, one of my lovely employees took a permanent marker to write on our dry erase stuff, and I was able to, or wet erase stuff, and I was able to get it off by completely covering the permanent marker with wet erase and then erasing it.
Where is that thing going?
Into the soup, baby?
Soup baby.
Now it just looks like
any questions or anything, or comments or whatever? Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and
head out.
shut it down.
There, I made turtle gourd soup.
Turtle?
I mean toad gourd soup.
Toad gourd.
Tugard.
I guess that's no one's ass. Since we murdered these two things, they got any loot?
Sop.
Just gourds.
They do have the gourds, and like I said, the outfits. Whoa, geez, you deleted it all somehow.
Well, I took away everything I drew for you, so you didn't have to erase
Oh, I
it.
didn't know you could do that.
I'm leaving mine.
That's mighty nice of you.
I can take off everything I drew. So.
I'm not taking mine off. Actually, with the old detect magic, that ye olde detecty magicy. It's probably no use of like actually being used right now. It's probably just gonna be a money type thing. But the that baby rattle is actually a +1 mace. Footman's mace.
No. No, 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 no.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get that.
What?
Well, I can use my rune and we can sell it.
That's true.
I mean, if I go ahead and use the rune, we can just sell the clothes, the knife, and the rattle.
No, that's not how that works.
How the hell does that work?
You basically store charges in it, and for every 100, it takes 100 gold per level of the spell.
Okay.
Like, you don't sell it, it like converts that into a value for you to use your spells.
Oh, okay. I'm not very sure how to work that shit.
So, if you wanted to... crap. Did I say it did empower?
Oh, let me look. Let's see. It's Cup of Loki. You can exchange valuables equal to 100 gold per level to cast an additional spell of that level, and it's empowered.
Yeah, so if you wanted to do, like, a magic missile that was empowered, in addition, you don't have to have a spell slot for it. You would have to sacrifice or store 100 gold pieces worth of whatever, whether it's a gem, actual coins, or... you could convert that mace into charges on that rune for whatever the value is, but it would take 100 gold 100 gold pieces to cast it once.
Okay, if nobody's upset with doing that, I would do that.
And it would be done as whatever the empowered feat does, which I think ups the die code. I can't remember.
I'd have to look it up. I don't know what the empowered feat is. But yeah, I mean, if they wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind converting the stuff to charges since I don't have any charges stored
All variable numerical effects of an empowered spell increase by half, including those bonus dice rolls, saving throws, and blah blah blah. Okay, you going away?
Yes, I'm going.
Yes.
Bye.
Have fun. Thank you. I hope you had fun and so forth. It's gonna get weird now. I just want you to know that the module's out the window. I'm just going completely bonkers now, so
Sweet.
we get to look inside my brain pan and see what kind of cobwebs are in there.
If you just want to message me with how many charges that would give me,
Oh,
how much gold this stuff is worth,
let me see here.
I'll write it down.
I think I want to say each plus is like 1,000. Armor or shield. Come on, no, I don't want shields, I want weapons. Oh god, this is why I actually need a thing. Apparently. Oh my god. I don't want to sound like a dick, but I might have to change or up the price on that.
No, that's fine, because I mean, 100 gold per charge is kind of cheap.
Yeah, well, no, I'll go with the 100 per level, but I'm gonna say it's only going to be worth 1,000 gold. That's still 10 charges.
All right, so I just added that to the notes that it allows me to convert valuables or gold for 100 gold per level up to 1,000 gold
and
or 10 charges.
I'll say that that's the maximum it can have in any one time, because that at least gives you, theoretically, if you got to able to cast 9th level spells, you could blow a 9th level spell and still have a charge left over for first level spell or whatever without having
Right.
to dump more. So basically, when you do that, the rune on that staff ends up glowing, and the rattle basically just crumbles to dust in your hands, and the magical essence kind of picture like if you see. I'm sure you've seen the opening for WoW with the Blood Elves, where that like magical snake kind of gets eaten by the Blood Elf.
Yeah.
What it's that sort of, the magical essence gets drained into the rune.
Okay. How many charges are we saying it gives me? Are we gonna put
10.
it to a full 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you can store 1,000 gold worth of charges in it at any one time.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to put in my notes that I'm gonna keep a current charges tab on there so that when I use a charge, I can keep track of that.
Ouch. Okay.
Shit, I didn't mean to click that. God damn it.
Okay. I'm going to. I think we're done. Yeah. In the streams.
I need to look up how much damage a quarterstaff does. Melee damage.